My name's Jack. I do Amazon FBA. I run an Amazon FBA consultancy as well. I guess I'm not an influencer, but I've got an online presence, and that's a kind of a self-brand as well. So that's what I'm doing. Everything's grown quite quickly and quite excitingly. It's been a bit of an unorganised but exciting journey. I came out of work / college. I wanted to do something. I wanted to start a business. That's what I wanted to do. I've always had this this crazy idea of being successful. It's really what I wanted to do, and I knew business was the way to go. Spoke to my dad and I said, Dad, this is what I want to do. I want to do this, and he just literally said the simple thing to me: find a business where you haven't got to get staff, get a warehouse straight away, get anything like that straight away. Something where you can start it with low capital and leverage off someone else's hard work. And that's where the idea for Amazon came around, basically. I was working at Tesco, so I had the savings from that. I was working at Tesco. I was also working as a sales manager for a CRM company. I kind of blagged my way into that one. Only a few £100 a month, but on top of Tesco, it was pretty nice. I had a fair, decent sized cash injection actually from a car crash I had, which was, a bit of compensation. It was £2,500, which was good. Yeah. Which was really good, and that kind of went into the savings because Tesco paid the bills. I had universal credit as well, helping out. I started working young, so as soon as I could physically get a paper round, I got a paper round. As soon as I could get a job, which was I think it's 17. As soon as I could physically legally start working at Tesco, I had applied and got the job first time, which was amazing. So I started working. I think it was 16, 17, or the transition between the two. And I guess while at college, I couldn't really do anything else anyway, so it was a means to an end. When you start earning £700 a month for the first time ever, it's a shitload of money, so it's a nice thing to do. It was more towards the end of college. I felt like I was getting a bit suffocated. I was like, right, end of college is coming. I got the grades, which is great. End of college came, and I'm at Tesco. I was in stock control.
Oh, okay.
Stock control, which actually has, and I'll, hands up, I'll say it. It's had some transferable skills into what I'm doing right now, because as stock control, every evening, or not every evening, but every Sunday, for example, I'd go around Tesco and I'd scan products and count how many there are on the shelf. And I thought, that's such a pointless task. And now I'm selling a shitload of products, and there's a lot of stuff there. One's for longevity, one's for cash now. I started with the cash now, and it's really. It's a natural progression, but so wholesale is essentially buying stock in bulk, branded stock, so you haven't got to worry about branding it or getting it from China. For example, Evian water bottles, or Evian bottles of water. You buy those, you check your margin before you send them, you check the sales before you send them, and you send them to an existing listing that's on Amazon, so it's already there on page 1, for example. You attach your product to that, and as long as you're the best price, sort of, there's a bit more to it, but as long as you're the best price, you're going to get the sales for that product. Risk you run there is you got 6 people on there all fighting for the buy. I think within Amazon I've got 2 businesses now which are there, 10,000 a month. So I got the Amazon wholesale business. One thing I wasn't doing last time, which I actually said I wanted to get into, which I have, was the private label, the branding side of things.
We'll come on to that a bit more, I think.
Which is, they're 2 separate businesses. They are, because they're the same platform but different ways of running it. So that's 2. I've got my personal brand, which believe it or not, has made good money. It's affiliate deals, partnerships, things like that. Got the Amazon consultancy business, or Jack's Amazon Club, which is really, really good. I've had 5 other products that I've launched that haven't had the Amazon's Choice label. I've had 5 other products that haven't got to the top. In this game, there's no secret. There's not. It's about persistence. 3 of my best friends working with me for this, because I was getting on social media. I had a bit of a presence. For me, it was more important that I hired out of trust rather than skill, because I believe you can teach skill. You can't actually teach trust and loyalty.
Trust is very important.
The most important thing, in my opinion. They've helped me, massively throughout. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. I'm nothing without my team. It's as simple as that. They've brought me organisation. They brought me, and that's something I've never had, which has allowed the business to grow in a scheduled way. I always put a manufactured pressure on myself all the time, which is good. I don't hate it. Some days it gets on top of me a little bit, but it keeps me going. I think now we're into we've got the cash cow, which is the wholesale. That's just pumping money. For example, the last product I found, I'm buying it for £25. It sells for £75, and it sells 10-15 times a day. Profitability is like £300-400 a month. £300-400 a day. That's just printing. That's unbelievable, right? my longevity is going to be with that carrying on, because it's just baseline income. Essentially, it is what we do and it works, and the private label on top of that, which will give the value to the business as well, because I'm happy because then I've got the cash pumping and I've got the value as well for the business. When you've got 200 products in your portfolio, each one of them is firing at any one time, so it brings some sort of consistency there. But with the private label, it's just been like that. And then obviously over time, I can increase the ROIs by buying more, maybe getting a container next year or something. I can imagine buying thousands, 20s and 30s of thousands of them, but you never know. That's what's really going to take it to that next level. I have toyed with Instagram ads a couple of times. Just posted up. I posted the results up, so I'd have a client message me saying, "Jack, look what I've done," and I'll just post it on my story and click promote and see how that. I didn't see any noticeable. I had it on for 2 days, 3 days, so I don't know. But no, I haven't really had to be fair. A lot of it now, I'd say 40% of the business is referral, which is an amazing feeling. I've faced every problem in this business that you can come across, That's why I'm happy to do it on a live mentoring call. You have access to my team, so that the mentees, as we speak, will be speaking with my team saying, this is going on right now and I have no idea, and they're getting the support with that. I have the confidence to be able to do that because I've done it, and we're running the business and we're scaling the business. We're carrying on because Amazon's an ever-changing game as well. If I just did it a year ago and got some information and carried on now, and then made a course a year ago, that course is out of date. It's different. It's different now, So it's a consistently updating and changing game. And I think that's how we differentiate. We're real. We're real. We do the business we speak about. We get the ROIs we speak about. I have a passion for it as well. I love it. I'm guaranteed there's been a website over the past 7 days that you've been on where you could make £1,000 profit a month, guaranteed. A shopping website, even a retail website. One of the products we buy now is a retail product. Just you go on their website and buy it. There's no limitations. You don't have to be a business now. And you buy it and you send it to Amazon and you get double your money. It's mental,
It's amazing,
and
isn't it?
And that's how we differentiate ourselves. And the reason I haven't really got, gone and put it on TikTok. It's a shame because my TikTok is to show you my money journey. It was from zero to zilch, from universal credit to what it is now, and that's magical. It's insane. But then on the other hand, I don't want people to just start going, "Oh right, I want to be there because you've got that car." That's not particularly what I want. But the main point with that is going to be the second video is going to be regarding negativity. I did post a video of my new Porsche, which was a Boxster Spider. So a lot of people don't see much value in one of those. I do. I'm petrol head, right? 3.8 litre naturally aspirated manual. There's only 2,000. There's actually only 240 in the UK.
So
mental,
really?
right? Yeah. So and since I bought it, what a great investment as well. So and the value has gone up, right? So I posted the video of that. Most people were just like hairdresser. And I was like, that's absolutely fine because I don't mind that.
What you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. And someone went rented. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reply to that comment as a video and just go, oh, so the rest of these are rented, are they? Negativity and flex, it just goes mental. It goes bonkers. I've done it once before, and then someone said, "Oh yeah, you're renting the Ferrari, or finance Ferrari." And I said, to be honest with you, I wanted to finance it. Why wouldn't you want to finance a car? I paid cash outright because I couldn't get the finance, which was a nightmare. But if I could have financed it, I would have, yeah. Every single time. It makes so much sense every single time. But yeah, we're a strange generation we live in. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to see that, because I want to see how many people are going to take that video, the first video, and run with it. I'll give a lot of value in that. I've got 2 cars on finance, 2 cars paid outright. I am half tempted because I think that the car mark, they go first, right? That is what goes first when people and as soon as people selling it and wanting to get it gone, and they're rushing, and I've got £270,000 tied up in cars. I think last time I was around the £250,000 mark for the year, but obviously the first 6 months were tiny and it kind of was growing. Not quite at £250,000 a month yet with the Amazon business, but we're looking at getting there within 6 months. That's the plan, and we've got the game plan to get there. Currently between 130 to 200 is where we're sat right now, depending on what's in stock, stuff like that. Summer's going to be huge because we've got a massive line of products that are going to come in for summer, which just go mental. So yeah, but it's a weird one because you say 17 years old, and if I think about the experiences from when I was 17, it feels like yesterday. One thing that's helped me is with the mentoring side of things is someone will go to me, Jack, this price is now, it's a 10% ROI. Jack, you've told me not to go for 10% ROI because it's low in terms of what we do. What should I do? 2 years ago, I'm like, right, just get rid of it and we'll move on. Get rid of it and move on. And 3 weeks later, the price is back to good, and you're making profit. So I guess I've learned a little bit more patience, over time. But also that comes with cash flow as well.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, if I spent $2,000 on stock, or like early days, thankfully I was going for products that had a massive breathing room, which is what obviously, bumped up the cash a little bit. My business now isn't sat down finding products. My business now isn't packing products. My business isn't finding new product opportunities. My business is now making sure the people in my industry or my people in my organization are happy, looked after, their mental health is good, and that they're happy with their role, and that they have the right tools to proceed and to progress, because if I look after them, they look after my business. So my job now is a people game, which is